welterweight champion Rafael Dos Anjos made it known of his challenges to make the lightweight limit, hence him competing tonight at welterweight. He opens a new chapter tonight after amassing a really impressive body of work over 9 years at 155.
It's always fascinating, John, when we see someone that was so prolific in one division move to a different weight class, whether it's up or down. But usually when somebody moves up, that means that they're gonna give more of themselves. They've not had to push themselves to make the weight. He was comfortable, he's smiling on the scales there at 170. We've not seen him do that at 155. So you've got to think that additional energy that he saved himself from the weight cut is now going to go into his performance tonight. He's also brought in Bubba Jenkins in his corner to help him with his wrestling. So let's expect him to possibly try and ground Tarec Saffiedine and beat him up on the floor so he doesn't have to deal with that excellent striking of Saffiedine.
Fighting in Singapore is like a home fight for Dos Anjos. He fought out of Evolve for nearly a decade. I believe he did the last month of his camp here in Singapore as well. Really fell in love with Muay Thai here in Singapore. But Dan, yes, you're quite right. Maybe going to employ a more suffocating game tonight. Great to have him here with us in Singapore. The former champion, Rafael Dos Anjos. Tarec Saffiedine returns to Singapore after winning in the main event back in January 2014. He mixed up his training for this one, starting at the arena in San Diego and then finished up his camp in Tiger Muay Thai over in Phuket, Thailand. And that really has helped refine his already polished skill set.
What a great place for him to go as well, Tiger Muay Thai. Already a very, very seasoned striker. And what you see is a very calm and collected way of approaching this fight. He doesn't get reckless ever. He doesn't ever lose technique. He's always the technician. He's always the man that's going to execute the combinations with the perfect technical ability. And that's what we expect from Tarec Saffiedine. Now, if we go back to his previous fights, particularly the one against Hung Kyu Lim, it was the low kicks that we saw. And I think that's going to be a great weapon tonight against RDA. If he can chip away at that low kick, he's going to open up those leg strikes, and he's also going to take away the shot of RDA, that double leg takedown. Plus, obviously, he's going to be the bigger man in this fight, which is kind of unusual for Saffiedine. He's not the biggest of welterweights. If you look at some of his previous fights, again, the Hung Kyu Lim one, he was definitely the smaller man in that fight. But he comes in here, he has the height advantage, he has the same reach as his opponent here, so he can bully him a little bit. He could be the bigger man in this fight. And if he can do that with his kickboxing skills, it's going to be a long night for RDA. Former
Strikeforce welterweight champion, the last welterweight champion to exit Strikeforce, steps into the octagon tonight to welcome the former lightweight UFC world champion, Rafael Dos Anjos. What an interesting contest this is set to be. Well, let's take a look at the tail of the tape for this one. And at 32, Brazil's Dos Anjos is 2 years older than Belgium's Saffiedine. Saffiedine is 2 inches taller, but they both have 70-inch reaches. With the octagon introductions, here is the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Singapore for UFC Fight Night, Home versus Kohea. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 25 wins, 9 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the former UFC. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 16 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Brussels, Belgium, presenting the former Strikeforce welterweight champion, Tarec Sponge Saffiedine! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Greg Clenyons.
So Greg Clenyons is responsible for the rules and fighter safety during this contest. Rafael Dos Anjos, former UFC champion. Tarec Saffiedine, former Strikeforce champion. We're set for a maximum 3 5-minute rounds. of welterweight action. Orthodox versus southpaw.
Straight away, Saffiedine takes the center, looks for the high kick. RDA using some feints, trying to find his way in.
I don't know, Dan, they look like evenly matched frames in there.
They do quite. We can see that Tarec Saffiedine is a slightly taller man, but RDA has certainly filled out in his muscularity before stepping up to welterweight. I understand he's been doing a nice inside low kick.
Caught there by Saffiedine. They go down to the mat. Saffiedine has competed at the ADCC's grappling competition, one of the most well-respected. So he must fancy himself in the ground exchanges as well.
Yeah, well, 5 subs on his record. He's a seasoned grappler, and RDA's a good opportunity to prove that in mixed martial arts.
Both black belts in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They find themselves competing in the grappling ranges after the first opening exchange.
Interestingly, Rafael Dos Anjos has Bubba Jenkins in his corner, who's an NCAA champion, as well as an MMA veteran. Look at this.
Oh, got a Kimura grip, that's tight.
Bottom.
Hasn't really got control of the body though, Dan, has he?
No, but I thought he was going to use it to sweep for a second there. He certainly got Saffiedine's attention.
Half guard top for Saffiedine. Dos Anjos said about his keys to victory, Dan, just to add from the walkout, was simply just to enjoy the process. A lot of people are saying to him about his move up to welterweight as he looks for the deep half escape here. Switches round, nicely done.
Very nice.
Nice sprawl though from Saffiedine. He's got the neck. Uses it to strike.
Nice short elbow there on the inside by Saffiedine. Nice knee to the midsection. You can see some redness on the side of the body of Saffiedine as well. Not sure what caused that.
So back to enjoying the process, and Dos Anjos has been up against the odds before. I mean, he got the lightweight title in just 18 months, and he feels like he can get to welterweight gold as well.
RDA now being a little more aggressive. Now he wants the center of the octagon, possibly looking for a level change here as Saffiedine commits to a punch. Oh, nice, there's the body kick again. Adding to the redness on the body of Saffiedine.
They clinch up. Saffiedine has suffered a lot of absences between 2014 and 2016 due to multiple injuries. Very frustrating for the fans, but obviously for Saffiedine as he gets dumped down onto the canvas.
Yeah, nice easy takedown for RDA there. Finds himself in a top position, but Saffiedine's already threatening the right arm for an armbar. RDA obviously is very aware of it, but still has to show it respect.
RDA was against the odds when he fought Showtime Pettis, and we all know what happened on that night. He's actually coming into this contest as a favourite, -260 against the former Strikeforce champion. Oh, he's got a figure 4.
Has to step over the head and control the body. He's going to lose it.
One of the strongest grips in grappling, but nicely done there by Saffiedine to escape.
You know, John, you talk about enjoying the process. There are so many fighters over the years that have said to me about the weigh-ins, yep, the hard work's done now. You know, that is the hard work of fighting. The easy part, the fun part, well, it's not the easy part, I should say, but the fun part is actually being in the octagon and testing your skills. This is what we love to do. This is why we do it. So if the weight cut becomes a real drag.
Oh, switch knee.
Nice. It makes sense to switch it up. If you can move up a weight class, you feel like you can contend. And obviously we're seeing guys like Cowboy and Masvidal already taking that route. It gives RDA further confidence to try it himself.
Dos Anjos in the welterweight division with a fresh coat of paint to his career.
Thought you were talking about his tattoos for a second, John. I'm looking for some new ink.
I don't monitor it that closely.
Oh, that was a nice body. That was a nice right hook to the body by RDA as Saffiedine moved off. This is a very close range fight.
Take it, gentlemen.
And that clock has counted down very quickly, last few seconds.
Nice work by RDA on the inside, starting to land with some good shots.
Yes, as Saffiedine was trying to push off, RDA was finding a home for his punches.
Happiness go on करें connection
कनेक्शन जिंदगी का You are watching Sony ESPN HD.
Just killing him, buddy. You're doing beautiful. Pressure's killing him. He's not even looking for the foot sweep. We be smart. Keep that pressure. Keep that jab. Boys, let's go. Hey, you're doing great. Hey, one round down. Let's go. You're doing great. Let's go, boys.
Hey, vamos lá. Hey.
Back, Tarec, please. Back. Hey, mouth guard.
This is
Mouth guard.
unfortunate. Saffiedine doesn't have his
guard.
mouth guard in, but
Mouth
Dan
guard.
barking
Mouth guard. Quick,
and bellowing in the
quick.
corner of Saffiedine. A much more composed corner
Back.
for Dos Anjos.
Back.
No.
Go back.
I'm sorry, they're not doing it.
Fine.
No one wants
Just
to give
get him
an
going,
inch.
man. Just get him going. We need a new rule where the fighters have to have their hands on the octagon fence before they start the rounds. That makes perfect sense. Why do we not do that? I'll bring the common sense to the sport, John, don't worry.
Thank you, Dan. I'm glad you're across it.
So interestingly, in RDA's corner, they said he's not even looking for the foot sweep, and that was something that I noticed researching Tarec Saffiedine. If you watch his fight against Dong Young Kim, which was surprising given the fact that he's got such a good jiu-jitsu, judo prowess, Saffiedine was able to foot sweep him several times. And I think there was a concern that as RDA was stepping into the clinch, there was going to be a danger of a foot sweep from Tarec Saffiedine, which he's obviously not looking for at the moment. RDA now is confident to push forward without worrying about that too much.
Wednesday on FS1, it's an all-new episode of The Ultimate Fighter at 10 Eastern and Pacific on FS1. Watchers, coaches Cody Garbrandt and TJ Dillashaw guide their fighters towards the ultimate redemption. Don't miss the new episode this Wednesday.
RDA looking for the single leg now. Oh, big slam, big pickup. Good balance by Saffiedine to get a foot to the canvas first.
Yeah, really nice work from Saffiedine to find the canvas under his feet.
No real change in the style of RDA, stepping up to welterweight. Still pushing forward with confidence. Still wanting to crowd his opponents.
In terms of his energy levels as well, Dan, he must feel a lot more confident there. But I guess you're alluding to the fact that he's facing opponents that are a lot more powerful. It's a higher risk strategy.
Well, this is it. With the fact that he was such a big lightweight, he was able to push people around. He was able to be the bully in there. But, you know, you step up to welterweight, and I would expect him to use more his speed advantage and to be the quicker fighter in this weight class. But obviously not. He's choosing to still fight these close-range battles. Good work, though. Saffiedine's posture's broken. He looks like he's really struggling to get in on this takedown, and RDA's threatening. Beautiful work circling off the fence, front headlock.
Nice snap down there from Dos Anjos. He's got a head and arm control here. Ooh, that's... Be very, very careful he doesn't hit the head there. I think he caught the shoulder. But it's such a high-risk move, isn't it, Dan?
It is. It really is, especially when they've got one knee down.
And he's not making eye contact. He can't see. And again, he's... I'm pretty sure they're legal, but...
Yeah, looking in the replay, John, that was an illegal knee.
It was an illegal knee.
Fair play to Saffiedine for continuing fighting.
Oh, the ref needs to get on top of that. That was twice that happened. I'm not sure about the legality of the first one. The rule has always been anything other than the soles of your feet on the ground, and Saffiedine had a knee down. At no time when you have a knee down are you standing.
No, you can have 1 foot and 1 knee down and you're still a downed opponent. You have to be on your feet. It's one hand down, and that's still legal.
Single leg takedown attempt from Dos Anjos. Oh, nice jumping elbow there from Saffiedine.
Now Saffiedine pushing forward. RDA firing back to try and slow his roll.
Saffiedine walks Dos Anjos to the fence. Gets turned around. Saffiedine said he was in great shape after finishing off his camp at Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand.
You've got to think
that's going to
that's
be an energy-sapping kind of fight, Dan.
Yeah, most definitely. But you know, RDA prepares out here at Evolve MMA, so he's used to this humidity. But then Saffiedine preparing at Tiger Muay Thai again, he's going to be used to that humidity to training. It's you know, stifling, very difficult to breathe. It's a lot cooler in the arena tonight, but still hotter than most places that I've been commentating in. Driving forward there, right hook finds its way through the guard, but RDA comes back.
Are these laboured-looking shots from Saffiedine for your liking?
They are a little bit, John, yeah. They didn't give away too much in the corner, but they kept saying, do what you're trained to do. Not sure exactly what that is, but I would imagine it would be keeping space from RDA. Because in the first round, he was in top position quite a lot. This second round, I don't think they're expecting him to go for these takedowns.
Well, Saffiedine uses distance strikes a lot, 86% statistically. And he's trying to walk down Dos Anjos, and he's almost falling into range.
10 seconds,
Last 10
gentlemen.
seconds.
Nice short knee to the thigh there from RDA.
Stop.
इस मीटर का स्पीड मेरे हार्ट का रन रेट बढ़ा रहा है।
भैया कब से कह रहा हूँ पॉलीकैप वायर लगाओ और बिजली बचाओ, क्या फिर गोली खाओ?
पॉलीकैप कनेक्शन बचत का, कनेक्शन जिंदगी का।
Seagram's Royal Stag Mega Cricket Cup West Indies vs India ODI Series. First ODI Friday, June 23rd, 5:45 p.m. onwards. Live and exclusive. Co-presented by India's hooked onto idea 4G, India's big network, and Amazon. India के सपनों की अपनी दुकान. In association with Raymond, the complete man.
He's going to kick your head. He's going to kick your head. He's going to kick your head.
Anda pra fora dele.
Walk outside of him.
Ei, Rafa.
Hey,
Quando ele dá espaço, chuta no meio.
Beginning on Tuesday, July 11th, 10 of the best unsigned fighters in mixed martial arts will battle it out each and every week in Las Vegas, pressing their case for an opportunity to compete in the UFC. Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series delivers 5 exclusively live fights every Tuesday all summer, starting July 11th.
Powerful body kick there from RDA to start the round. Difficult one to score this. There's been a lot of clinch work and a lot of punches exchanged.
Saffiedine showing both orthodox and southpaw looks, as he normally does.
RDA leaning in with the right hook to the body, followed by a left kick.
Saffiedine wanted to show everything that he'd been working on over the past 5. But it's very difficult to really get any offense off with Dos Anjos and his style of fighting.
Yeah, it's a very smothering style. He gives you very little space to work. And he does a good job of cutting the octagon off as well. He's not chasing his opponent. Nice right hook there from Saffiedine, found its way around the guard, but a powerful low kick returned.
Dos Anjos uses techniques to great effect. 93 takedowns in his UFC career. Swung that one from right behind him all the way through. That would have taken down all the pins in the bowling alley.
Yeah, right. You can see how much effort these guys put into the first 2 rounds. Slowed down a little bit in this 3rd round, but they're starting to pick at each other now. Pace is picking up as we head into the center of the round. Nice teep to the leg.
Third and final round here in Singapore. Dos Anjos pretty much fighting at home, spent a lot of time over here over the years, training out of Evolve. They have 3 facilities here in Singapore and have a very, very strong stable across all of the arts. Dos Anjos said it was really where he fell in love with Muay Thai.
Nice elbow on the break from Saffiedine, but RDA was moving away. Nice low kick as well, thudding low kick to the thigh. great body work. I do like how RDA invests in the body shots, and maybe that's what's been slowing Tarec Saffiedine down, while he seems a little more laboured in his movement and his strikes.
Well, he's very much on the back foot. He needs to get some forward motion going. Start showing us some of his very capable striking. This is a good showing for Dos Anjos.
Fight, 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 fight,
Oh.
fight.
This time the referee was encouraging them to continue. Maybe he saw it as the glove rather than a stray finger. Oh, a searching body shot from Dos Anjos. Well, nice fire back there from Saffiedine.
It's just constantly moving forward from RDA. He walks through stuff so well. You know, he's good at getting his head just off the center line. So even if it hits him, it's glancing off the sides of his head. It's very rare that he eats anything in the face as he's moving forward. And if he does, he's got his chin tucked and he takes it on the forehead, which is the hardest part of the skull.
It's increased force as well, Dan, isn't it, when you have that forward momentum?
It is.
Saffiedine really finding it hard to work out how he can come back and put a good case forward against Dos Anjos.
Last 45 seconds, I have to feel like Saffiedine's going to need to do something dramatic. Both sweaty and bloodied. This has been a tough, grueling match between these two.
Dos Anjos would have been very well used to fighting over 5 rounds. And after a pretty big weight cut.
It was a nice elbow, and now he's wrapped an arm in guillotine. He circles off again. That's good work.
Yeah, switching between wrestling, controlling positions, Dan, and spotting those openings on the break.
Yeah.
And in the range as well. Some
10 seconds, gentlemen.
Last 10 seconds.
Let's see what they do.
Just as RDA
go
calls on
swinging.
Saffiedine. Nice body kick again. Really good fight. Tough, grueling matchup between two guys that did not want to give an inch.
Our fight replay is brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you.
So a great performance from both guys, but I just feel that RDA edged it. I feel like Tarec Saffiedine had a good first round. He ended up on top position and was able to control for a while. But as soon as they were back on the feet, RDA started to push forward. And that smothering style that he has seemed to be a lot for Saffiedine to handle, who likes space when he's striking. Constantly chopping on the low kick. Good work to the body as well, wearing his opponent down. No matter what the result, it was a good first fight in the welterweight division for RDA.
Both are bearing scars of battle. There's Rafael Dos Anjos. Again, very comfortable representing himself here in Singapore. He seems happy. It's a happy blue corner for the former lightweight champion. They believe that they have done enough. Always a risk when you switch it up after being a champion as well. Tarec Saffiedine not quite with the smiles just yet. But the scorecards have been collected. The result is in. Let's send it inside to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 30-27. For the winner, by unanimous decision, Rafael Dos Anjos.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, former lightweight champion Rafael Dos Anjos, picks up his first win in the welterweight division. How are you feeling?
First of all, I want to give you all honor, glory to my Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, I couldn't make it. Man, what a best way to do my welterweight debut. I was struggling so hard, cutting the weight. I feel I still need to do some adjustments for this weight division, but it was a really, really good test. Tarec is a really tough guy.
And do you feel this is a permanent move for you? You're going to stick at welterweight now?
Yeah, man. I'm 32 years old. I know I have a lot of things to do on lightweight, on welterweight now, my new division. I want to say thank you, all the Singaporean fans, for amazing work, and for all my Evolve Fight team, guests, friends that come here to watch me. And special hug to my wife and my kids. In a 12 months period, I was like for almost 3 months out of home, do training. Can't wait to be back home and enjoy you guys.
And you've settled in Singapore. This is very much a second home for you now, training at Evolve. I see you've brought Bubba Jenkins into your corner as well to help with your wrestling. Talk to me about the preparations and training in Singapore.
Yeah, man, it's been great. I've been in Singapore already for 4 weeks, and I've been enjoying Evolve Fight team since 2009, and so good to be fighting here in Singapore with this amazing crowd. Thank you, my coach, Eduardo Pamplona, Bubba Jenks. It's just the beginning, guys. I will do a lot on this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Rafael Dos Anjos.
So the former lightweight champion opens up a new chapter in his career at welterweight, underlining also the massive sacrifice that he has made throughout his career to get the very best training. Oh, and look who's in the house. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, who's here supporting Justin Scoggins. Great to have him here with us in the stadium. Okay, well, let's get a little more excited for next week in Oklahoma City and remind ourselves of when the summer kickoff pressure reached boiling point.